Hey everybody, John Pojeta here at the PT Services Group. Welcome back to PT Ask Dan with Dan
Hudak.
Hudak. How are we, Dan?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Excellent. That's terrific. So let's talk about taking risk in a sales conversation. Here at PT, it's known as crossing the Rubicon, the whole idea of once you say it, you really can't unsay it or take it back. But I find too often people don't take risk in a sales conversation. They don't step out and say something that's maybe the elephant in the room that really needs to be said, but they steer away, or they don't challenge a prospect because they're worried about upsetting them. So talk about taking a risk in the sales conversation and a little bit about good ways to go about it.
So it takes a lot of self-confidence to be able to challenge somebody in a nurturing way. I don't want to be a jerk. I don't
Yep.
want to sound condescending, right? But part of it is, who are we talking to? So in my world, I talk to a lot of presidents, owners, CEOs. Frankly, they don't get a lot of pushback from people. They don't get a lot of challenge from people, except maybe their inner circle. And so when I'm meeting with them, if they're saying something that sounds really foolish or stupid, I will call them out on the carpet on that. And I'll give you an example. So I was meeting with an owner that had a couple salespeople, and the salespeople were just not doing well. He had them working for him for probably 2 to 3 years, just wasn't going well. And as he's talking, I felt this question I needed to ask him. And I said to him, I said, I have to ask you a really tough question. Are you okay with that? And he's like, yeah, bring it on. And I said, did you hire really mediocre salespeople, or did you make them like that?
Wow. Okay. What was the reaction?
Well, back up a little bit. So I softened my tonality as I said that.
Yes.
I didn't just blurt it out, or laugh.
Yep.
And I just asked the question and then just stopped talking. And he sat back, and you could just see the smoke coming out of his, nose and his
Yep.
ears. And he's like, man, that's a great question. And then he goes, I think both.
There's some honesty for you. Yeah.
Yeah. And I said, so what do you want to do about it? And that embarked us on a whole conversation that might not have happened had I not challenged him with it.
Yeah, but was really meaningful. And that's the reality. Too often I think salespeople avoid those kinds of tough questions and they kick it down the road saying we'll get to it, but they're afraid to lose what's in front of them by doing it now.
Yeah. And there's this saying that goes, if you feel it, say it. And I
Yes.
think so many times we're on sales calls and we're feeling something and we want to say it, but then we don't.
Yeah.
And that could have taken the conversation in a completely different direction.
Correct. All right, everybody. Great stuff, Dan. Thanks so much. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Take care.